Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join his mission.
There are women of today, right now, who are doing incredible, remarkable things. I see it here in my context here in Southeast Asia. Women who are going more than men are going overseas on missions. And can you tell us about this passion, your desire to equip and empower women? Because I think there are ladies out there who are desperately desiring to be part of God's global work, and they want to see some mentors and some ladies who have gone before.
Yeah, at first there's part of me that it kind of frustrated me that sometimes women would get separated out. Like there's the women's mission thing, and then there's the rest of the church kind of thing, and that used to frustrate me because Great Commission is not gender specific. But God just began to, I don't want to say open my eyes or kind of craft my thinking to be able to see that, yes, every believer has responsibility. So our identity in Jesus Christ, or our identity to the Imago Dei, informs our responsibility to the Missio Dei. So every follower has responsibility. But women, and not that men don't, but I'm just saying that women together, like they already have community in that David, it doesn't matter where I go, what country I'm in, I see women gathering together. They're either gathering together with their kids out in the field as they're, working in some crop. They're gathering together, they're gathering together in a coffee, whatever it might look like. Women in America gather together doing Bible study after Bible study after Bible study after Bible study for events and conferences and so forth. So community and gathering, but are we teaching them? And are we training and equipping them to, yes, gather together in community, but for the purpose ultimately of going? And so I see this almost innate gathering, kind of like women are a tribe. And it almost doesn't matter if you're a mom. Like when I would be with we had a child that was born in Zambia, and I had more connection with the women who would come around simply because I had a kid and so did they. So women, there's a tribe, and language can't disrupt that. But there's just community. So absolutely, let's gather together, but for the purpose ultimately of going. And so because of that, I see that women have unique opportunities, whether it's their job. So don't quit your job to go somewhere. Take your job and leverage that opportunity. Leverage every season of life. On the same Sunday, I've told this story many times, but on the same Sunday, we kind of had this huge emphasis at our church about God's global purpose in the nations. And I had a conversation as soon as the service was over with a lady who's retired. She's spunky, short gray hair. And she was telling me that she's too old now to go overseas and participate in God's mission. And then she said this, and plus I don't even have a passport. And I just said, her name was Jane. And I said, well, the passport, that's just a minor technicality. We can take care of that. But Jane, I can take you to a village right now that if you and I both went, and even though they know me as a Bible teacher, if you showed up, they would come to hear you simply because you have gray hair.
Yeah.
Long story short, she expedites her passport. She gets it in the mail. She sends me a message. I just got my passport. That is the greatest worship experience I've ever had, just getting your passport in the mail. She goes just short term to a little village in West Africa, and sure enough, because she is this teacher now who has gray hair, women came from everywhere just to hear her. But on that same Sunday, I also had a conversation with a young mom, and she simply said these words. She said, Lori, I feel like because I have young kids, God's mission is on hold for me. And I said, well, I guess that depends on how you define what that looks like, because the way I see it, you can leverage every season of your life. And so she began telling me about her kids, how old they were. She had a kindergartner, and in her daughter's class, there were several Indian families. One of them, her daughter was really good friends with. They were almost like competing in class, who could be get the most stars on their chart or something. And I just simply said to her, I said, look, you have an opportunity I no longer have.
Yeah.
Because you have kids. Like, you have this opportunity. And so there are so many opportunities that we have as women that if we are equipped and we activate women, not just to decorate tables for an event, but to share the gospel with the people sitting at that event, or invite people to our home at our tables in order to build relationships with them, that I just see there's so many opportunities for women to leverage their lives if we would equip and activate them to do so.
Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join his mission. This podcast is powered by Within Reach Global. Subscribe, watch, and listen on YouTube today. Visit missionspulse.com.